10 years. Last year, the missile was won by Row of Waves.
Forward from the top, Riverdale at 15-2, Manuin at 14-1, High Signal at 5-2, disputing favouritism with Shankill Lass, 5-1, Shankill Lass at 2-1, Barlow at...
Between them, they've won more than $1 million. They're racing in the missile. Shankill Lass missed it by about 3/4 of a length and is back last when they get going and settling down. Now, Noble Roman's in front by 1.5 lengths or a length on Barlow, getting closer. Manuin stays within touch of them as they near the turn. About 2 lengths away, then came Max Treasure, followed by High Signal and Shankill Lass. Hader Prince second last, and Riverdale can't stay in touch as they turn for home. Into the straight on the heavily bandaged Noble Roman just led. Barlow's about to pounce on him. 2 lengths away, Manuin, followed by Max Treasure and Shankill Lass and High Signal further out. Shankill Lass starting to wind up at the 200 mark. Barlow the leader. Old Manuin's the first to go after it, and Shankill Lass down the outside. What a race it is. It's Shankill Lass. Shankill Lass on the extreme outside, grabbing the lead in the shadows of the post. She's a great little mare. Shankill Lass came away to win. Manuin or Riverdale for second. Did you see Riverdale come home? And then Barlow out of Paddy's system.
In the weight for age, Warwick Stakes. Off. And not a bad break. Lord Penn away pretty quickly, and so too the stay of the Brotherhood showing a bit of dash. Shankill Lass not all that far away and making ground as 3/4 of a length. Orb Shinakima third from Roman Artist. Then Shankill Lass and Manuin, followed by Periscope and All Chant. Behind those next on the inside is Sea Pictures, a length the Riverdale and Federalism. Heat of the moment getting back with the Brotherhood. A good margin off Samara Colour Page, and absolute is Jessie Kyange. At the 500 coming to the corner, Lord Penn 3/4 of a length on Orb, 2.5 Shinakima. 1 to Roman Artist, All Chant on the inside, Manuin under the whip, and then Shankill Lass. A length into Sea Pictures, Periscope, Riverdale, and Heat of the moment is the widest runner. On the corner, and Lord Penn giving plenty of cheek kicks. 2 lengths, Orb Shinakima, Roman Artist, All Chant, Manuin, Shankill Lass, Riverdale, and Heat of the moment. They're closing in on Lord Penn. Riverdale coming home well. Sea Pictures getting a split from Shinakima. Sea Pictures in the pink, grabbed now by Riverdale on the outside, and Riverdale is swamping Sea Pictures. Manuin third, but Riverdale eased up on the line, wins the stakes. Riverdale from Sea Pictures, third Manuin, then Shankill Lass, Heat of the moment, Shinakima, Periscope, and then came Roman Artist, Federalism, the Brotherhood, and
away has been standing nicely in stall 4, and they're set for the Silver Shadow.
Flute, they're off this time, bounding away, seemingly tossed her head in the air when the stall's open, and she's dropped back to 4th last, and Captain up on the inside, shares the way now with Captivan. 1.5 lengths to Just Blooming. On the inside is bounding away, then Magic Flute, and a length to Evandale Star, hard ridden. On the inside, Diamond Shah, then Larkado and Hitted Star Promenade. Dreams Delight back second last, and the roughie whips them in Mel Selena. At the 400 on the home corner, Captivan the outside, and Savenza about to be tackled by bounding away, pulling around their heels, and 4 wide now goes Just Blooming, and a length the Magic Flute, and Diamond Shah straightening up. Captivan leads by a head. Savenza the inside, bounding away, charging at them now. A length the Diamond Shah, but bounding away, raced up on the outside of Captivan, and Savenza heads it off. Diamond Shah's the danger to bounding away. The filly bounding away is gone. Diamond Shah's caught her past her and is racing clear, wins by more than a length. Diamond Shah has beaten Bounding Away. Just Blooming has run third, followed by Captivan, Larkado, Evandale's.
Well, Diamond Shah, eh? Bounding Away looked like winning, but Diamond Shah's finished all over. It's been beaten twice in its life, Bounding Away. Diamond Shah did the job on both occasions.
Racing. Caught them in a pretty good even line. It's further back, and then a line of 3, Black Knight, Prince Imperial, and Royal Performers on the inside of them. Heading towards the 800, Propeller was just the leader, but now they're up there. Nothing really wants to lead. Cheppy's Gold's making a run around the outside of the field. Celso still getting the run of the race, and Born Free up with the lead with range. Short Road trying to get off the fence. 2 lengths to Night Judge. Black Knight's being wound up around the outside, and he's raced away from stablemate Trade Line as they come up now by the 500. And good battle, about 6 in line, and here's Black Knight. He's grabbed them. Black Knight, the Melbourne Cup winners, charged to the lead at the 450 and shot away. Black Knight by 3 lengths to Short Row. Then Propeller followed by Range and Night Judge, and next is Celso, but Black Knight's a mile in front of the corner. Straightened up a good 3 lengths clear from Short Row under the whip, followed by Night Judge, Celso and Range. But Black Knight keeping going, is about 4 in front. He's going to walk in. Celso will get a place if he gets a run. He mightn't get one, and Black Knight goes down the line to win by 4 lengths. Close to the Miners, and it's going to go to, let's see, Night Judge I think second, a nose in front of Short Row and a nose away.
Great to see the 84 Melbourne Cup winner Black Knight back in the winner's circle at 9-1. Short Row 9-4 favourite getting Valley the Sterling Manato Stakes over 1,200 metres, and in a great field the Bart Cummings trained Campaign King the favourite at 6-4.
Set and they're racing. Touch of Genius was a little bit slow aiming also, and Avon's Lord beat them out from Testimony over on the outside. Touch of Genius going through in the centre quickly up towards the leaders, and Ever Ready's up with them. Lockley's Tradition about 4th, Campaign King back about 7th. Straight great at the 700, Testimony a half length, Ever Ready. 3 deep is Avon's Lord, a length and a half. Lockley's Tradition is dropped in on the fence from Touch of Genius. Canny Lass around them. They were followed a length and a half further back then by Black Charleston. Campaign King is next from Dazzling Duke, but they're giving them good starts. At the 450 they race now, Testimony and Ever Ready the leaders. Lockley's Tradition getting out off the fences, coming after them with Canny Lass, and they're the only 4, I'd say. 4 lengths to Touch of Genius, Campaign King and Dazzling Duke. On the corner, Testimony, and on the outside Ever Ready, a length to Lockley's Tradition, and on the outside Canny Lass. These are the 4, 3 lengths to Dazzling Duke, starting to run home like a train. Halfway down the straight, Lockley's Tradition and Ever Ready fighting it out from Canny Lass and Dazzling Duke. Lockley's Tradition's put its head in front near the line. Dazzling Duke flying. Lockley's Tradition and next to Dazzling Duke. Third, either Canny Lass or on the inside, Testimony from Ever Ready.
Lockley's Tradition, the mile record holder at Mooney Valley, 9-2, taking out the Manato Stakes from Dazzling Duke. A great effort second at 12's. Canny Lass 8-1, and Campaign King disappointing yesterday, but he'll strip a fitter horse next time. 6.
Racing. Away they go in the 1,000-metre event. English Charm a little slow. She flies first out from Special, and Born a Lady got away well. They were last of all just Footloose. Up by the 500, and She Flies ridden for dear life. Special looks to be cantering alongside it. 1.5 lengths away is now Society Bay starting to run on, but he's got a big grip on Special. They were followed out wider on the track then by Palor Star and Cammy, but he let Special go on. It's cantered away. This is home for all money. Special 3 lengths in front of Society Bay in the straight, then She Flies, and Special's going to canter to the line to win by 4 lengths to Society Bay. Great run for third. Palor Star hanging on the outside. I might have got it. And last home just Footloose.
Here's a very impressive performance by Special at 4-1. Society Bay also impressive, running second at 9s, and Pellet.
Out the favourite here for you, it's number 1, Military Plume, of course. He's getting ready for the big races, the Stayers races. He's in the red, white seams and cap, one of Colin Hayes, ridden by an apprentice, C. Mason.
Often running in the Bonnet Saddlery Handicap, and at dusk won the start out wide from Bustling Nelly and Military Plume. Iglesias going through the pack. Rupert on looking for the lead with Floor. My Lady of Renown, they're getting right into the track now, where the leader is Military Plume, but grabbed on the inside of it now by Ruberton, who's coming at it. They're 2 or 3 in front of Bar Papa Floored. Ruberton wearing down Military Plume. There's nothing between them. Ruberton's getting the upper hand. Ruberton is starting to draw away from Military Plume, and this newcomer by Century is going to space them. It's running right away in a most impressive debut, and Ruberton goes to the line and wins it softly. 3 lengths. Military Plume second, Bar Papa 4 away third.
Well, here Ruberton having its very first start in a race, so it's very impressive, wasn't it? Ruberton, number 6. Bit of money for it though, paid $5.45 and $1.65, defeating Military Plume, who ran in the all-white, 65. He'll improve a great deal on that run. And third, number 3, Bar Papa, which...
It's about set for the $50,000 Peter Pan Stakes. They're under starters' orders, and the starters coming over to release them. They can win from wide gates here because they've got a beautiful run of about 500 metres to the first turn. Brian Mayfield Smith has another couple in the race. Led by 3/4 of a length to Luskin Galaxy. A length away, Our Henry bustled up into third place, but he's still 3 deep. And then Royal Reel on the inside of Urbane, followed by Billy Asset. At the head of the others came Gallery Level. Midfield on the outside of Drought from the Barossa. And then Hader Prince, and well back in the field came Tristram. Then Trumped Ace and Imperial Majesty from Superior Vintage. And back at the tail is Atatari. Up to the turn with about 500 to go. Scott's Lane with the inside running shared the lead with Luskin Galaxy. 3 deep is Our Henry. Right around them, Billy Asset. Right off the track, then the Barossa. And then Hader Prince as they turn for home, and Gallery Level about to get into the clear. In the straight, Royal Reel is ducked through in the middle to join these leaders. Gallery Level joining in. Billy Asset running a bit of a race at the 200 though, and Gallery Level put his head in front of Royal Reel. Billy Asset, the Barossa and Hader Prince running on strongly. Little Gallery Level got clear with 100 to go though. In second place, Billy Asset. Drought bursting through in the middle. He's coming home far the better. Drought. Drought finished brilliantly, and Drought got up to win from Hayter Prince. Billy Asset Gallery Level stopped very quickly in the last bit, and then Watts Lane and Dow Henry pulled up with the tail enders in the Peter Pan of 86. Oh, Drought. He must have been held up for a run behind that pack of leaders. The split didn't come until 40 or 50 metres out when he suddenly saw daylight, and he just, 1 minute there was no sign of him. A stride later he was there. Look at him come through here on the inside of Billy Asset. Gee, I thought Gallery Level was home when he drew clear, but he got quite weary in the last bit, and Drought just swept past him. Hayter Prince on the outside. Royal Real has ducked through in the middle to join these leaders. Gallery Level joining in. Billy Asset running a bit of a race at the 200 though, and Gallery Level put his head in front of Royal Real. Billy Asset, the Barossa and Hayter Prince running on strongly. Little Gallery Level got clear with 100 to go though. In second place, Billy Asset. Drought bursting through in the middle. He's coming home far the better. Drought finished brilliantly.
Every turf journalist and commentator agreed that Drought was extraordinarily impressive. So too did media magnate, giant punter and successful racehorse owner Kerry Packer, who paid $500,000 for a half share in Drought before the Colts' next start.
Thank you, Ian. This is the 77th running of the Chelmsford Stakes by...
It is 11-2 now. Heat of the moment on the total is at 2-1, but in the ring it's blown like a hat in a hurricane. 6-4 to 9-4. Shankhill Lass at 9-4 on the tote. Just now the best back runner in the ring, 7-2 to 3s, 13-4 the tote. Saimara 50-1, and Empire Rose at...
One barrier. Getting ready for races like the Melbourne Cup. She's being niggled a bit as they come to the turn. Further back in the field, making ground on the outside, Colour Page, followed by the Frontiersman, and then Empire Rose and Samara. And just now, as last as they turn for home, into the straight 400 out, and Orb is the leader, but Shankhill Lass on the outside is closing fast as they come up the hill. 2 lengths away, See Pictures, and then the Brotherhood. Heat of the moment, hooked to the outside, is not doing enough at the moment, but look at Shankhill go. Shankhill Lass exploded at the 200 mark. She put 4 lengths on See Pictures and Heat of the moment, and then the Brotherhood and Colour Page, but go Shankhill Lass. By golly, she was unlucky in the Warwick Stakes. Mickey had a peep over the shoulder, put on the brakes, and he coasted in. Shankhill Lass has won it very, very easily. See Pictures might get second, a nose in front of Heat of the moment, and then the Brotherhood, the Frontiersman, Colour Page, Empire Rose, Samara, well back Orb, and last of all, just now, who just couldn't get going over the 1,600 metres, and she's dead set needing further now. Ah, gee. I told you until I was blue in the face what happened to that mare in the Warwick Stakes the other day. Being a mare, she just didn't fan for that. Today, she never got another horse near her. She tracked along in second place behind Orb, never got shut in, always had plenty of galloping room, and did you see the difference? That's the best 4-year-old mare in Australia today, Shankhill Lass. Kenny Callender, what do you like?
Lockley's Tradition. They're all set to go. We welcome listeners to Radio Pacific in New Zealand. The field is ready for the Memsie. The Lanes Motors Memsie about to be good as luck, followed by Cool River. Next Dazzling Duke, 4 lengths to the Filbert. Next in the field, Lasers Fury. Well back Malagadon, 3 lengths to King Phoenix, and Globetrotter last. Well, they've gone at sizzling pace. Lockley's Tradition on the rails at the 800, a neck in front of Our Avon's Gold. 1.5 Ever Ready, about 3 lengths. Dazzling Duke starting to run home now from Luther's Luck. 3 lengths to Cool River, and about 6 lengths away Lasers Fury, the Filbert, and then came King Phoenix. On the turn, 500 out, Lockley's Tradition, joined again by Our Avon's Gold. 2 to Ever Ready, hard ridden. Dazzling Duke under pressure, but continuing to gain ground from Luther's Luck. There followed further back Cool River, and a long gap to King Phoenix. In the straight, Lockley's Tradition the inside, and Our Avon's Gold together with coming at them now Dazzling Duke. Dazzling Duke raced up to join them, and Luther's Luck's running on well. Dazzling Duke took the lead from Lockley's Tradition, followed by Luther's Luck and King Phoenix late on the scene, but Dazzling Duke in front near the line. He's just the leader from King Phoenix, gobbling them up out wide. Dazzling Duke in front. Oh, I think Dazzling Duke's won at a nostril to King Phoenix. Third, either Lockley's Tradition or Luther's Luck, and then came Cool. And the fast finishing King Phoenix. Looking at the replay now. And maybe Dazzling Duke's won at a nostril. No, I must confess I'm at a loss to understand the speed with which they went, particularly Lockley's Tradition. There didn't appear to be any need for it. It's $1.05, and number 6 Lockley's Tradition 75. The Quinella on the race $8.
Co-owner of Drought. He's had a terrific amount of luck as a racehorse owner, and in fact he part-owned 2 Melbourne Cup winners in Just a Dash and What a Nuisance, and many other good gallops.
Of Gloaming, the punters think so anyway. 5-4 on. Tristram at 20-1. Bowl C, the best backed on the tote, 11-2 into 3s. Hayden.
Under overcast skies at Rose.
Horse owner Kerry Packer, who paid $500,000 for a half share in Drought before the Colts' next start, the $75,000 Group 2 Gloaming Stakes.
Further back, Hader Prince, followed by Adatari, and then Drought and Tristram as last as they turn for home. By golly, Drought's giving them a start. At the top of the straight now, Dandy Andy led from Billy Asset, Bowl C. Drought's hooked out into the clear by Marshall. He's starting to wind up. He's still about 5 lengths off the lead. He'll have to be pretty good to win. Coming to the 200, Bowl C, quickly shot past Dandy Andy. He's running about Bowl C. Drought's after him now, and look at this big long stride at Drought as he races up to Bowl C. Drought hit the front. Oh, he's a great colt, and Drought is storming away to win the Gloaming Stakes by nearly 2 lengths on the line. 2 lengths.
Oh, 2,000 metre race. Empire Rose is the favourite. It's in the Bart Cummings stable and is carrying yellow, black band, red striped sleeves, and she's showing $1.10 for the win. Flying Gypsy 5.
Half length on Sharp Star. Tracking them around the home corner as Empire Rose, and J. Marshall pops the question to the big Kiwi mare now. King Rum over on the inside, and then comes at the head of the others, Il Karam, who's looking to get into the open, is so now. Empire Rose is out after Border Raid quickly, and past the 200. He had a quick peep and another one on Empire Rose. Flying Gypsy's gone to second, but the leader's home. Empire Rose is kicked away from Border Raid and Flying Gypsy. Il Karam won't run on, and Empire Rose carries too many guns here for its rivals and runs them ragged, really.
Looks set for a very, very good spring. So 2, 3, 4 unofficial results, and the trifecta paid 70. Des Spain, Kenny, she's been a really good filly. Hasn't won a lot of races, but has been placed in some of the biggest in Australia.
Yeah, she's a very good horse, and she's deservedly favourite.
Honey Bridge set, they're set to go for the Cornwall Park Milady Stakes. Warreen and one of the last, Lady Padrugan, back with them, Honey Bridge. On the turn, 450 out, Sweet Dream Lady, led a length, Imperial Regina. Golden Twigs never had to leave the rail. Then Tristabel, Canny Lass going particularly well. And gets out now from Kaya Miss, and coming home well is Mrs. Mannering. Rebecca Gay looks to get out in the straight at the 300. Canny Lass has breezed up to Imperial Regina and Tristabel. Then Mrs. Mannering running home pretty well for Feehan Lass, but Canny Lass is still kidding them. Kicks away a length and a half now from Imperial Regina, Golden Twig, Rebecca Gay. And this Bonnie filly's going to win by a minute. Sprints away Canny Lass, 5 lengths to Rebecca Gay and Golden Twig. Then Normandy Bay, Imperial Regina, Mrs. Mannering, Warreen. Behind them, Lady Padrug, Nan Crest, Tristabel and Hippity Hop.
And as a stayer. Now she's arrived back and won the this particular race over 1400. She's so versatile, she could be anything really. She's bred on by Bletchingley, you know, speed horse, but then again Kingston Town nearly won a Melbourne Cup, didn't he?
That's for sure.
You know, anything seems to be within her capabilities, and today's effort and the ride by Greg Hall was top hole, wasn't it?
Absolutely perfect. The time is good, Des, 1:23.6.
Right. Just he and his wife, they buy plenty of horses, and it's good to see them win. And Rick Hall Lacey's a first-class trainer, and they combined with a first-class rider. I'm sure Greg Hall, back from Hong Kong now and settling.
Big bounding away, we'll tell you, after the Craigley, and away they go. Tristan's a half to Playful Princess, and about a length further back in the field then to Tristark and King Phoenix. Lasers Fury just in front of those. One to Enchanteur as Black Charleston's gone for home. Then at Talac and Noble Bay, our Sophia Fox Hill. Black Charleston at the 600 led 10 lengths to Jewel Planet, then Luther's Luck. Cool River 3 wide. 4 wide around the outside as Lasers Fury hooking out Playful Princess, and King Phoenix coming with a run. Enchanteur, Noble Bay, further back King Darius, Alternate Always Summer. At the 400, Black Charleston 3 to Luther's Luck going all right. Cool River under the whip, further back in the field, Playful Princess. King Phoenix finishing well, and then at Talac and Fox Hill late. Black Charleston tackled by Luther's Luck, King Phoenix. Further out at Talac and Fox Hill with a late run. King Phoenix takes the lead at the 100 from Black Charleston. At Talac running home well with Always Summer, but the top is going to win. King Phoenix about a length. Make it a half at Talac. Nearly a dead heat third, Always Summer, Black Charleston. G. Tristark, it was a good run. So was Sophie, flashing home our Sophia. King Phoenix 11-4 favourite, beating at Talac, a huge run, 25s. Always Summer at 8-1, and Tristark.
Attractions yesterday at the Valley, the John F. Feehan Stakes over 1600, only a small field but a class one, and the favourite Lockley's Tradition at 10-9 on.
Filbert ducking his head, they're racing, and the master half a length to Fox Seal, about 5 lengths now off the lead. Up the side to the 700, Lockley's Tradition, 3 parts to Dazzling Duke, a length and a half to Filbert. Golden Twig moving around it with Gold Deck coming up 3 deep, a length and a half Fox Seal and Mint Master. They've got 500 to go, and Lockley's Tradition and Dazzling Duke are together now. 1 to Gold Deck, the Filbert, the rails, Golden Twig, the centre. 1 and a half Fox Seal and a half to Mint Master. At the 400, Lockley's Tradition and Dazzling Duke, and now they're clapping on the pace, a length and a half the Filbert, Gold Deck, Golden Twig. Fox Seal pull to the outside, about 4 off the lead, and Mint Master. Dazzling Duke's going better than Lockley's Tradition as they turn for home. There's nothing much in it. 2 to the Filbert, and then came Fox Seal, but Dazzling Duke took the lead. Trelaw's not going to use the whip today. Hands and heels. Lockley's Tradition is second, and the Filbert running on strongly, but Dazzling Duke's won it nearly a dead heat for second. The Filbert and Lockley's Tradition 5 lengths away. Fox Seal, Gold Deck, and then came Mint Master, and last of all is Golden Twig.
He's a very good horse, that fellow. Dazzling Duke, 7 to 4, coming away to beat the Filbert, getting up to run second. A good effort at 16 to 1, and the favourite disappointing third, Lockley's Tradition, at 10 to 9 on. The other big race yesterday, the Verve Cleo Classic over 1,200 metres, and the Brilliant Filly Bounding Away was the favourite at 6 to 4 on.
They're racing. Up by the 400, Society Bay again took the lead over on the inside and led coming to the corner about 3 parts of a length. In second place, Cap the Van, Bounding Away, called on, has gone up to be second, but giving the leader a good start, and Society Bay's cantering at the moment. Couldn't catch it, I don't think, Bounding Away. Society Bay's gone 4 or 5 lengths in front. Second is Bounding Away under the whip, but she's struggling. This is home Society Bay. Bounding Away struggling in second placing, coming home fairly, Lockley's Daughter and Woolvet from the clouds, but Society Bay's won by 6 lengths. Bounding Away second, she's got the million, but the sheen's off her. Lockley's Daughter things. Well back is Light Action, Pello Star, My Ebony Rose, and Rory's Twig.
Just a bit hard to tell whether Bounding Away was disappointing or Society Bay is something out of the ordinary. I think it might be more a case of the former. Society Bay 12 to 1, but a big win in race 5. Bounding Away 6 to 4 on, and Lockley's Daughter at 25 to 1. The Elders Red Anchor Stakes was race 6 over 1,200, and Rupert the favourite at odds on.
Racing. And Let's Anton, and they were followed then a length to Lord Mornington, followed by Bells A Calling. Well back is Isa Jack, and Shiatsu's back third last with Archer Victory, Tamar Moon. Judges rule at the 600. A half length to Ruperton, who's got the inside and looks to be cantering, and they're going. They've got out 4 lengths to Mr. Cheap, and another 5 lengths away Isa Jack, and the rest are struggling, headed by Tamar Moon. But Ruperton, Tootle's about to say Tootle off on the corner, drew a length in front of Judges Rule, and 4 lengths to Mr. Cheap, followed then by Isa Jack running on. Next is Bells A Calling, Tamar Moon, Archer Victory, but Ruperton about 5 in front halfway down the straight. He's a super horse, this one. Ruperton's going to win by 6 lengths. Judges Rule's battling on, but they're coming at him. Archer Victory will get up for second, and third placing close. Judges Rule might have just nosed third placing, just in front of Bells A Calling. Run last.
Well, he's going to take some beating in the Mooney Valley Stakes next week. Ruperton 10 to 9 on, an effortless win over Archer Victory, 15s, and Judges Rule at 8.
Now the big one of the day, the Marlborough Cup. All start
5, 9.30 the place. 6 Kenny Lass, 2.80 and 1.15. 7 Taj Quillo, the favourite, 2.35 and 90. And the only other 2 in the betting there are 16 Rebecca Gay on 6.60 the win, and 17 Batan.
Lights on, racing at the first attempt on the inside is just the leader now from Miner's Man and Batan. There followed a length to Testimony and Lord Galaxy. Taj Quillo is under the whip next. They were followed by Old Acquaintance and Canny Lasses, looking for a split in the centre of them, and they were followed closely by Between Ourselves, badly needing a run at this stage. Old Acquaintance losing ground. On the corner, Avon's Lord, the leader, with Batan joining it from Miner's Man. Then Taj Quillo and Canny Lass looking for a run from Lord Galaxy. Testimony the outside. At the 300, about 5 in line. Canny Lass winding her way through as tackling Miner's Man and Batan. Canny Lass dashed to the lead. Luther's Luck and Rebecca Gay running on, and Taj Quillo getting a split, but Canny Lass has taken the lead, and the Bonnie Mare's racing away to a big win. Canny Lass 3 lengths to Taj the outside. At the 300, about 5 in line. Canny Lass winding her way through as tackling Miner's Man and Batan. Canny Lass dashed to the lead. Luther's Luck and Rebecca Gay running on, and Taj Quillo getting a split, but Canny Lass has taken the lead, and the Bonnie Mare's racing away to a big win. Canny Lass 3 lengths to Taj Quillo. Avanotto or Luther's Luck third, just in front of Miner's Man and Rebecca Gay. Then Seeker.
There she is. Kenny Lester paid $271.10, Taj Quillo 95, and Luther's Luck $2 and what's hanging on it. It's the Underwood Stakes at Wait for Age. Black 265, the Filbert 255 and 70, Feeder Awar 1673.05, at Talac 650 195, 9 Bone Crusher 140 and 110, 10 Always Summer 675 and 160, 11 Tristark 230.75, 12 Our Sophia 510 and 140, 13 Samara 30.
Racing. Affinity slow to get going. Bone Crusher began well with Astaman and also off the 800. Feeder Awar joined by Glen Morriston. Bone Crusher sitting only a length behind them, and then 2 lengths to Always Summer. Next is the Filbert, and then Astaman starting to drop out of it from Samara, Tristark and El Talac to the outside, followed by Our Sophia. 600 out on the corner, and Bone Crusher eased up 3 deep to join the leaders on the turn. Bone Crusher drew level and hit the front from Glen Morriston, Feeder Awar. The other New Zealander, the Filbert, is running on from Always Summer, Samara, Tristark, and then Black Knight to the outside, out Talac, badly blocked for room. Bone Crushers dashed away 3 in front into the straight. The Filbert second from At Talac running on Always Summer. Further back, Tristark struggling with Our Sophia. At the 200, At Talac out after Bone Crushers, pegging it back at every stride. Bone Crusher the leader, At Talac challenging the inside, but Bone Crusher will win. He's hanging on and he comes away again to win a length to At Talac. 5 lengths. Well, Bill. Bone Crushers dashed away 3 in front into the straight. The Filbert second from At Talac running on Always Summer. Further back, Tristark struggling with Our Sophia. At the 200, At Talac out after Bone Crushers, pegging it back at every stride. Bone Crusher the leader, At Talac challenging the inside, but Bone Crusher will win. He's hanging on and he comes away again to win a length to At Talac. 5 lengths away third, Black Knight from the Filbert. They're followed closely by Always Summer, Our Sophia. And
beat Bone Crusher, but Bone Crusher either was loafing or At Talac's run came to an end, and Bone Crusher drew away to win by a fraction more than a length. Of the Underwood Stakes, number 9, Bone Crusher, a chestnut gelding 4-year-old by Pegasa from Imitation. Will have improved him again. Bone Crusher to pay 110 and 60. At Talac $1.45. Black Knight third $4. Quinella $5.
And this develops into a fair dinkum contest. A mighty race indeed, Ray. What's the betting on the Tate?
Tappy, it certainly is a great race, and the punters think so as well. On the win and place pool currently, there's $1.1 million, so a bit of dough being wagered on this particular event, the George Main. Riverdale 11-1, drawn at 7-2, in the ring around the 3-1 mark. Roman Artist at 60-1. Now Bourbon Boy on the Tate around the 11-4 mark, but in the ring 5-2 out to 13-4. Dinky Flyer 12-1, heat of the moment at 7s. Now Shankill Lass on the Tote at 9-4. Now it's into 2-1, and in fact in the ring around the 7-4 quote, Shankill Lass. March Akita at 30s. Now the bottom.
All set for the on the inside of Dandy Andy, and then Mr. Bourbon Boy, who looks to be travelling very well on the outside of Shankill Lass as they near the turn. A length and a half to Drawn, followed by Heat of the Moment, and Dinky Flyers about to whip up on the outside, and Drawn is momentarily pushed back to last as they turn for home. Into the straight with 4:50 left to go, and Roman Artist just led the mare. March Akita 2 lengths away. Dandy Andy, Riverdale trying to push out of a pocket, followed by Shankill Lass, Dinky Flyer. Mr. Bourbon Boy floundering when they sprinted. He can't win at the 200. March Akita just led Roman Artist. Here he comes, Drawn. Little Drawn down the outside. Boy, look at him go. Drawn is overpowering March Akita. Drawn cutting March Akita down. He's going home better, and he's gone. March Akita kicked again. Drawn just died on his run. March Akita kicked again, and by golly, she might have won by a nose. March Akita maybe by a nose to Drawn in a real thriller. Third, what? And probably win by a half or 3/4 of a length, but he got dead level, and you can see he put his head up. His run just ended. It was a head-bobbing finish.
And only a great finish, in March Akita fighting back on the line to cause a boil over. It paid $28.45 to win and $4.30 a...
Now the 6th race, the big one of the day, the Mooney Valley Stakes, sponsored by Foster's. And here's how they line up. Imperial Baron $1.10 and 90. Gee. Zephyr Cross $9.05 and $2.35. Well, it is remarkable, isn't it? Zephyr Cross $9.05. Scratch number 3 Rubiton. 4 Broadreach $4.45 and $1.65. Elva Queen.
Racing. Aberready began fairly well. A little slow, Mr. Moe and missed back El Vaquero from Bronze Knight. Broadreach caught 3 deep. Aberready in the centre, a length and a half product. Third, 2 lengths Broadreach on the outside. Then Bronze Knight, the rails, a couple to Aberready, hard ridden from Never Quit, and they were followed further back. Zephyr Cross being hard ridden, and back behind them again Productivity. Imperial Baron's grabbed in a stride at the 500 by Tim's Gambler and El Vaquero, the 3 in line, and Broadreach 4 deep. He hasn't had much luck, but he's tackling the leaders. 4 lengths to Zephyr Cross, starting to run on from Bronze Knight, Mr. Moe. Broadreach reached the lead on the outside from Imperial Baron, kicking again. Tim's Gambler and El Vaquero gone, and then Zephyr Cross, but it's Broadreach and Imperial Baron. Broadreach doing better, straightened a length and a half in front. I think he's got the Foster's Mooney Valley Stakes 1. Imperial Baron second from El Vaquero, then Priceless Prince coming from the clouds, but too late. And down the straight they race, and Broadreach is going to win easily. Wins by about 2.5 lengths. El Vaquero second, Imperial Baron third. Priceless Prince and Zephyr Cross in a... Broadreach covered a lot of ground, but he's been a mile too good for them. El Vaquero running on for a good second just in front of Imperial, and he finished 11.7 lengths, near enough to...
The $225,000 Spring Champion Stakes, a great race. Drought hasn't started for 3 weeks. That seems to be
confident, and so he should be. Gallery level 11-1, Drought 6-4 on the Boss's horse. In the ring 7-4 on. Tristram 25s, Imperial Majesty 11-2. Here's Tappy.
Okay, Ray, we champion Stakes field at the 800 mark, and Imprimatur is the leader. Our Henry second, Tristram third, whipping around them, wide out, Hader Prince, and then Robbie and Steele, Dandy Andy, followed by Big Zapple. Drought's running 7th, only 5 lengths off the lead as they near the turn. He's in between horses coming around the corner, followed by Gallery Level, Imperial Majesty and Urbane, and Adatari is last of all as they turn the corner. Into the straight now, Marshall starting to angle his way out into the clear on the long striding Drought, who's still about 5 lengths off the lead. Imprimatur going strongly as they come to the 200. He's kicked away clear of Tristram. Here comes the big boy. Drought is taking a while to wind up, but now he's starting to hit top gear, and look at him go. Drought with giant strides is going after Imprimatur. Imprimatur's in front. Drought might be dying on his run. He can't quite pick him up out in a boil over. Imprimatur won the Champion Stakes a half length to Drought. Third is Tristram.
Extra double all to come. Let's go down.
Third is
Jockey Malcolm Johnston summed up the Spring Champion Stakes when he said he had gotten away with blue murder in stacking the field up for the first 1,000 metres in a ridiculously slow 65.7.
She's won $1 million, but she has run 3 consecutive seconds. Tommy Smith's of the opinion that she's absolutely screaming for 1,600 metres at this stage of her preparation, so we'll soon see what sort of a judge Tommy Smith is. Ray Hadley, no doubt there'll be a big splash of red on your board for Bounding Away.
6-4 on, in fact, Tappy. 6-4 on the top one, Bounding Away. Same in the ring. Diamond Shower 15-2. Evandale Star at 12-1. Lark.
Call Me Biddy, an interest. Netzabella's last, and this field is well spread out. Parlour is the leader as they near the 600 mark over High Resolution. 2 lengths away, third Trumped Ace, and then Evandale Star Bounding Away. Blazing Fontaine 3 deep. Further back, Glory Days, Diamond Shower being niggled hard by Tiley as they turn for home, and then Round the World and Ardronette, but they've straightened in the Flight Stakes, and Parlour is the leader. Evandale Star getting to second. Here she comes, Bounding Away is cruising up to them on the outside, and Dittman said go as they got to the top of the rise. Bounding Away hit the front, but not by far. Evandale Star is hanging on gamely. Bounding Away and Evandale Star together with 100 left to go. Dittman's got to pull out all stops on Bounding Away, and here comes Diamond Shower. Bounding Away won't give up, though. Her fighting heart will get her there, I think. Yes, she fell in to win. Bounding Away at last got revenge on Diamond Shower. Bounding Away by a head to the fast-finishing Diamond Shower. Two. Go, Mickey. Dittman hard at work on Bounding Away, and the little grey champion poked out that neck and head and has won by about a long head over her old foe, Diamond Shower, with Evandale Star third. Bounding Away to pay 85 and 65 on the New South Wales.
And Morriston back again. Light on. Ready. Low trotter with Our Sophia. One of the last is Black Knight, and last of all is Just Now. Going past 1,000, Black Charleston just led Sea Legend, Great Estate. A length further back, Glenn Morrison on the fence, Dark Intruder, Lasers, Fury and Samara. Alternate taking off from Farristan, Always Summer. Around the outside, Our Sophia and Playful Princess, and Farristan from Just Now. Always Summer's got back the second last, and Globetrotters last of all. 600 from home. Black Charleston, Sea Legend goes up and joins it. Great Estate 3 deep, Glen Morrison 4 deep, Samara 5 deep on the turn. Alternate tucked in behind them as they come to the bend. Then Lasers Fury and Ferristan trying to thread his way through. Further out just now now Sophia. 3:50 to go. Samara's taken the lead. Ferristan out after it from Sea Legend Alternate. Then Playful Princess just now starting to run on from Black Knight. Samara and Ferristan at the 2:50 just now is running on strongly out deep. It's Ferristan kicking clear. Just now is going to be the challenger. Then Samara. Ferristan's about a half to just now. Harry throws everything at just now. Ferristan just now. They hit it, I reckon, just now. Maybe a nose. It's nearly a dead heat. Just now, Ferristan. Close for third. Sea Legend Samara. Maybe Samara. Then Alternate. A gap Black Knight, Our Sophia. Jewel. Number 11 has won the race, and that's just now H. White in a great finish. Well, that's a different angle to the one we look at. You can see there she has got up, but from here with the race 270, Samara 360, 11, 13 and 16. It's going to be a pretty good trifecta.
Lights on, racing. Canny Lass jumped okay. Oh, she's whacked into Reputed and then into Dancehall Girl. Dancehall Girl, Campaign King. Canny Lass against the outside fence. Then Toneville, New Atlanta showing speed. Lady Marielle, Richfield's Lad is last, about 3 off the lead and nowhere to go. Campaign King got to the lead at the 600 from Miner's Man. Lord Galaxy was there from Canny Lass, given a crack with a whip. New Atlantis is battling on. Richfield's Lads had to go nearer the inside. With 300 to go, Campaign King by 2 lengths now to New Atlantis, Miner's Man. Then Canny Lass and Richfield's Lad. 150 to go, and Campaign King got them today. It shot right away. 3 lengths in front of New Atlantis, Richfield's Lad, Miner's Man. Canny Lass wants a mile and a half. Campaign King's going on a win by about 3 lengths. New Atlantis second, close for the Miners. Richfield's Lad third in front of Lady Marielle, Lord Galaxy, Miner's Man. Then Canny Lass, and about 5 lengths away. They all headed out there, and Campaign King was a mile too good. Canny Lass got into a bit of trouble at the start, didn't run on, shaped like a horse that's getting ready for a mile and a half race. And Richfield's Lad
40 cents and Lady Marielle at 160. Quinella $13, and there will be 2 trifectas.
Line pretty good, and away they go. Oh, Society Bay away brilliant. There's still 3 wide. 2 lengths to Flaming Wonder, True Beauty, and there's Victoric taking off before the turn, followed by Inchidoni trying to go with her, and there followed Damsel and then Light Action and Glowing Idol. Well bunched at the 600-metre mark as they swing around the home turn. Society Bay just the leader from Shackle, and Pseudonym Miss has been wide all the way as challenging. Just behind them is Alarm and Lockley's Daughter from Flaming Wonder, and Victoric out wide. Inchidoni pulled to the outside, bump with Damsel. They're in the straight, they've got 400 to go. Society Bay the leader by a length to Shackle, given full bore on the outside. Society Bay, I think, might have her measure. Just behind those, Pseudonym Miss, but Highland said go, and the New Zealand filly bounded away at the 200, and Society Bay quickly went 3 lengths in front of Shackle, Pseudonym Miss, then Alan and Flaming Wonder, but Society Bay is going to bolt in. Society Bay has won it by 3 or 4 lengths. Second is Shackle, third a Photo, Flaming Wonder and Pseudonym Miss together. Then
she immediately grabbed the bit and strode to the front.
90 and 65 the winner.
Previously the Toorak Handicap, of course, the first leg, always been a great race. Number 1, Lockley's Tradition, 280, 135. 2, Canny Lass, 230, 105. 3, Luther's Luck, $5 and 115. 4, Shankhill Lass, 285, 105. 5, Keepers, 11, 15, 2.
The race only about 2.5 to Keepers now. Here's Lockley's Tradition and Rebecca Gay making their runs, and Canny Lass is going well behind them from Federalism, Marchakita, Luther's Luck, Shankhill Lass not in the race. On the corner now, and Keepers getting a split's gone up to Black Charleston, Lockley's Tradition the outside, then Rebecca Gay, Canny Lass trying to get out, and then Federalism, Luther's Luck, Marchakita, Lockley's Tradition got to the lead. Canny Lass coming out after it on the outside, and then Rebecca Gay and Marchakita. Canny Lass racing up to Lockley's Tradition. They're having a great go. Canny Lass doing a little bit the better, and Canny Lass has won it about a half length. Federalism might have nearly got second again on the fence, a nose in front of Lockley's Tradition, a half head to Keepers. Then Marchakita, Shankhill Lass, Black Charleston.
Result of the elders, Canny Lass, $2.50 $1. Lockley's Tradition, 90. Now, race 5, the Caulfield Guineas. Bataan 635 155, Imperial Baron 455 160, Drought 190 $1.10, Broadreach 180 and 85, Zephyr Cross 1350, Silver Shark 2263.90, 14 Aberidi 83.90, 15.30, and they're all in the stalls. The field set for the Caulfield Guineas
was seen as a two-way clash of Broadreach and Drought, with Imperial Baron and Wild Rampage the only other colts under double-figure odds.
At this stage, then Tim's Gambler. Drought's back third last from Aberidi and Diamonds for us. They come down the side at the 700. Wild Rampage about 3 parts of a length to Cameronic. Broadreach made a run but has been pushed 4 deep by Sea Swell. El Vaquero is just behind them from Tristram. Bataan, Zephyr Cross, Never Quit. Then Imperial Baron, Drought last of the main bunch. On the corner they race now. Cameronic, Wild Rampage, Sea Swell and Broadreach off the track from El Vaquero. Tristram trying to get out from Bataan. Imperial Baron looking for a run and then Drought. In the straight they race and Broadreach out wide has gone up with Cameronic and Sea Swell to hit the front. Then came Tristram behind them. Drought is struggling with Imperial Baron. Cameronic is in front. Sea Swell and Broadreach coming at it again from Tristram. Broadreach put his head in front on the outside. Here's Aberidi on the rails. Aberidi's won the Guineas. Scored by about a head, I suppose, to either Broadreach or Tristram the outside. Then El Vaquero, Sea Swell, Cameronic, Drought.
And inches behind them, Broadreach. This is won at one of the bulters of the race, Aberidi. Probably about 250 to 1 with the bookmakers and 200 to 1 on the tote. Aberidi, $99.65 for your 50 cents and $17.20 the place. Tristram $2.70 and Broadreach.
Aberidi's win was certainly the single largest shock of the racing here. It was hard to say.
Stakes. Lights on, racing. And now Tristark joined Priceless Prince, 2.5 lengths to Bone Crusher, who's moved up to My Tristram's Bell, 3 lengths to Black Knight and a length to the Filbert last. It's Tristark and Priceless Prince with 6.50 to go, a length and a half to Bone Crusher third. My Tristram's Bell losing ground, 2 to Black Knight, and last of all is the Filbert. They swing to the corner, 500 out. Tristark hard-ridden and Priceless Prince. Bone Crusher's going half-face behind them. About a length and a half away, Black Knight, the Filbert to the outside and My Tristram's Bell. Around the turn, Stuart eases Bone Crusher up to join Tristark, who's under the whip from Priceless Prince. And the modern-day Big Red sprints to the lead, 2.50 to go. Shot away from Tristark, Black Knight, Fearless Prince and the Filbert. And look out, land of the rising sun. Here we come to Japan. Bone Crusher by 5 lengths, racing away. Scores by 5 lengths to Black Knight. Then round the turn, Stuart eases Bone Crusher up to join Tristark, who's under the whip from Priceless Prince. And the modern-day Big Red sprints to the lead, 2.50 to go. Shot away from Tristark, Black Knight, Fearless Prince and the Filbert. And look out, land of the rising sun. Here we come to Japan. Bone Crusher by 5 lengths, racing away. Scores by 5 lengths to Black Knight. Third placing to My Tristram's Bell, then the Filbert, Tristark, and last of all was Priceless Prince.
So they're only 9/10 of a second outside the record, and the winning margin was 5 lengths. 60 and 60 for Bone Crusher. Black Knight 165. No. The winner of the Caulfield Stakes, number 3 Bone Crusher by Pagasa from Imitation. A chestnut gelding 4-year-old raced by P.J. Mitchell, trained by F.T. Ritchie, and has broken the $1 million mark. Match with Society Bay, who had beaten her by 6 lengths at Mooney Valley, was now eagerly awaited. However, the 1,000 guineas was always going to be much, much more than a head-on clash of Society Bay and Bounding Away.
They're racing. Bounding away, quickly away, with Lockley's daughter, and also getting away well wide, Julie and Magic Flute, and they're followed by Society Bay up in about 5th position as they settle down into stride. At the end of 200 metres, Society Bay is going to go with Diamond Shower second last. On the turn, 500 out, Society Bay on the inside, joined by Wide Julie, also Magic Flute and Shackle, 4 in line. Looking for a run is Bounding Away behind them, and then Lockley's daughter to the outside is Larkado. Highland says go, and Society Bay shot away. 2 in front into the straight now from Magic Flute on the outside, Shackle. The leaders shortening stride, however, then came Bounding Away, can't go on with it, and out wide, Pseudonym Miss. Pseudonym Miss and Magic Flute have raced to the front. Magic Flute just the leader. Pseudonym Miss trying to get to it, but Magic Flute's going to... About a neck to Pseudonym Miss. Third, Shackle. 4th, Society Bay. Then Larkado, about 3 lengths to Bounding Away. Lockley's daughter, Evandale Star, Diamond Shower. They were...
Magic Fleet at 14 to 1, taking out the 1,000 guineas. Shoot and a miss, a good run second, 66s. Shackle third at 50 to 1, and Society Bay got the stitch in the last bit and missed the place at 10 to 9. And so we came to the big one of the day, the Foster's Caulfield Cup for 1986, over 2,400 metres, and Canny Lass, the brilliant mare, was back from 8s into 5 to 1.
And over near the inside, Faristan jumped in the air, lost 2 lengths. Mr. Lamondi first out from Attalac. Then the Filbert Samara getting away well. 700 to go, and here Mr. Lamondi headed off Imprimatur, who's in second placing. On the outside, the Filbert's putting in its challenge from Canny Lass 4 deep. Attalac trying to get out, so is Faristan, drawn Tristram. They're followed then by Periscope at the head of the others from Samara and Our Sophia, and then Colour Page. Into the straight, Mr. Lamondi shot clear. Attalac's got out, going after him now. On the outside of them is the Filbert. Faristan starting to run on under the whip, and then came Periscope and Tristram. Mr. Lamondi clear with 200 to go from Attalac. They're well clear then of Faristan and Tristram, but Mr. Lamondi in front with 100 to go, and he's going to win the Caulfield Cup. Mr. Lamondi wins by a little over 2 lengths to Attalac. Our Sophia got third on the outside, just in front of Tristram. They were followed by Periscope and Indian Raj, and Faristan then drawn.
So a surprise result in the Caulfield Cup, Mr. Lamondi 33 to 1, defeating Attalac at 10 to 1. Our Sophia, a great Melbourne Cup trial, at 33 to 1, and Canny Lass, the favourite, was one of the first horses beaten.
One on the outside from LA Bajou and Lawman, and together a length and a half Lawman. Kingston Town can't win. Then LA Bajou and the 3-year-old Grosvenor running on. My Axman took the lead from Fearless Pride. Grosvenor coming down the outside is after them. My Axman in front. Grosvenor and Kingston Town flashing. He might win yet, the champ. Grosvenor took the lead off. Kingston Town swamping them. What a run. Kingston Town wins it next to Grosvenor. My Axman third, fourth Fearless Pride, fifth LA Bajou.
Well, they say you're always remembered in posterity by your mistakes, and that's one I'll be remembered by. Coming to the home turn, I said Kingston Town can't win. And if they ran the race 10 times, I'd still say the way he was travelling, he'd been under the whip, that he couldn't win. But of course, champions, you just can't dismiss them. And he got up to score. Great performer indeed. His third Cox Plate.
In 1987, it was not the Caulfield Cup, nor the Melbourne Cup, nor the Derby or Oaks which attracted the combined attentions of media and public. It was the Cox Plate, Australia's most famous weight-for-age race. The acknowledged race of champions. For the entire spring, everyone had been looking forward to the showdown between Bone Crusher and Our Waverley Star. Their form was faultless. Now, you've already... the one they called the race of the...
13.85, 3.10. Bone Crusher, $1.40 and $1.25. Our Waverley Star, $4.25, $1.55. Drawn, $4.10, $1.05. 60. 11 Tristram, $3.45 and $90. Dandy Andy, $14.45 and $2. Area where they're with us, as well as in South Australia. And we can tell you that today we have a mammoth crowd here to decide at Mooney Valley the champion of Australasia, Bone Crusher and Our Waverley Star. Bone Crusher is now at odds on. He's 10 to 9 on for the win. Our Waverley Star is round the 3 to 1 chance.
They're racing. Imprimatur away very quickly over near the rails with Society Bay. Drought has begun well also. Now let's have a look where Bone Crusher is back behind them at the rear as they settle down trying to get near the fence, and Our Waverley Star's caught deep. Roman Artist and Dandy clear second now. On the rails, Dandy Andy and a half length to March Chiquita. 2 lengths to Drawn, having a good run from Imprimatur. Our Waverley Star will want to be far up. Here's Bone Crusher. He's pulled him to the outside, shooting around them, and Our Waverley Star's going with it. Aberidi at the head of the others with Drought, Dinky Flyer, the Filbert and Tristram. Here come the New Zealanders, Our Waverley Star and Bone Crusher. They've raced to the lead, 600 out. Have they gone too early? 2 lengths to Drought, running up the third from Society Bay. They were followed then by Drawn under the whip at the head of the others, Dinky Flyer. But Our Waverley Star, he got a half length to Bone Crusher. He's gone for the whip on Bone Crusher. 3 lengths to Drought, followed then by Dinky Flyer and Drawn. But the 2 great New Zealanders have come away on the turn. Our Waverley Star, a half-length Bone Crusher. The Big Red won't give in. Drought running on. Bone Crusher responds to the whip. The roars of the crowd. He races up to Our Waverley Star. 100 out. Bone Crusher, Our Waverley Star. Stride for stride. Nothing in it. Our Waverley Star, the rails. Bone Crusher, the outside. And Bone Crusher races into equine in more. Bone Crusher, the outside. And Bone Crusher.
Crusher races into equine immortality. $1.5 million as he photo finishes our Waverley Star.
These two mighty chestnuts, Waverley Star a long neck, the Bone Crusher draws level. 3 to Drought running on the Filbert. Bone Crusher's taken the lead from Waverley Star. The Filbert running on the Bone Crusher, a neck in front. Waverley Star comes at him. 50 to go. Bone Crusher and Waverley Star, they're going to hit it together. Bone Crusher and Waverley Star, the Bone Crusher. The greatest race I've ever seen.
Flyer, but our Waverley Star, he got a half length to Bone Crusher. He's gone for the whip on Bone Crusher. 3 lengths to Drought, followed then by Diggy Flyer and Drawn. But the two great New Zealanders have come away on the turn. Our Waverley Star, a half-length Bone Crusher. The big red won't give in. Drought running on. Bone Crusher responds to the whip. The roars of the crowd. He races up to our Waverley Star. 100 out. Bone Crusher, our Waverley Star. Stride for stride. Nothing in it. Our Waverley Star, the rails. Bone Crusher, the outside. And Bone Crusher races into equine immortality. $1.5 million as he photo finishes our Waverley Star. Third is the Filbert, followed by Drought. Next is Dandy Andy, an artist. The crowd is roaring its head off. The judges call for the photo. These two giants from New Zealand, Bone Crusher and you just can't take anything away from either of these horses. Our Bone Crusher was under the whip at the 500 and our Waverley Star ran away from him. But he came again, and number 2 is in the frame. Trained by F.T. Ritchie, who has him at Epsom now. Ridden by G.M. Stewart, a magnificent WS Cox Plate winner. And it's no wonder everything got tired in the run to the post, because it was on from before the 600 metre where they raced to the lead. It was on. Horses that looked...
Marvellous racing. It was a magic moment, and look, just to see it was magic. To be part of it was something else.
It was one of the most magical moments in almost 180 years of Australian racing, possessing everything that racing should be. The crowd at Mooney Valley gave both horses a hero's welcome when they returned to scale. It was more than a race. It was a great sporting event. The running of the Group 2 A.J. Moyer Stakes, a weight for age event over 1,000 metres. The race unveiled 2 stars of the autumn.
They're racing. Campaign King began quickly over on the inside. Out wider on the track, Lynn's Lover's going fast. And Chisango up with the leaders running through with Special. Oh, here's a go at the 600 metre mark. Testimony and Special from Let's Get Physical, Aqualone. Then Lynn's Love on the outside. They were followed further back. Chisango, Mr. Cheap. Campaign King back to last on the rails. Round him Richfield's Lad and New Atlantis. With 500 to go now, Testimony and Special in front, a length to Aqualone. Let's Get Physical. Out wide is Mr. Cheap, followed by New Atlantis, hard ridden, making ground. Then Richfield's Lad, Campaign King, badly needing a run on the corner, where Special took a narrow lead from Testimony. Aqualone, New Atlantis, Campaign King looking for somewhere to go. Mr. Cheap, Richfield's Lad. Special burst clear from New Atlantis, out after it. Campaign King, he's getting clear on it now. Be too late, I think. Special in front. Campaign King flying on the outside. Special the leader. Oh, Campaign King second, G should have won. Third, New Atlantis. Fourth, Mr.
Well, you wouldn't see a better thing beaten than that in a month of Sundays, but Special got the money at 5s from the most unlucky Campaign King.
RC conducts Australia's richest spring 2-year-old, the Maribyrnong Plate, a race which boasts winners of the calibre of Vane, Biscay, Baguette, Star Shower, Blazing Saddles and, of course, Rancher. This
400 to go. Proven Valor and Rancho Ruler, they've cleared away. Rancho Ruler's going well on the outside. 2.5 lengths Miami Vice and Omnicore going to the inside. But 300 to go. Rancho Ruler's taken the lead. It's got the upper hand of Proven Valor. A long gap Miami Vice and then Omnicore. Rancho Ruler first up in a Maribyrnong Plate. He knew what he was doing. Marconi is going to walk in. Rancho Ruler wins by about 3 or 4 lengths. Proven Valor
behind the leaders, and then Bold Sculptor. Rancho Ruler taking Proven Valor on. Miami Vice running in now, and Omnicore. It's Rancho Ruler at the 300. He's about a half to Proven Valor, 4 to Miami Vice, and this unraced Son of Rancher's taken the lead and dashed away, and he's got it won. Rancho Ruler's 3 in front of Proven Valor and then Omnicore, and Rancho won it at 81, and Rancho Ruler wins it at 86 by 4 lengths to Proven Valor. Omnicore, well, he didn't have a lot of luck for third. Then Miami Vice, Lord Tiamo, and a long gap to Bold Sculptor. I think we might have seen a real top liner. How's that first up to win the Maribyrnong Plate? I don't know if that's been done in modern time. I can't recall. From the first, Rancho Rule at 240 and 115, Proven Valor 65, Omnicore no third, Trifecta dollars even. So they're behind the barrier for the Carbine Club Stakes.
Lights on. They race at a length to I'm a Glow, needing a run from Tritonic. Sea Swell has pulled to the outside next, and they're followed by Forceful Breesley back behind them, and then Big Zapple and Never Quit from Smoky Fox around the turn. Cheers for Us about a length to Devon Duke, the outside second from Inviting Offer. They're followed by Dead of Night, Caspian Town, and behind those horses Archer Victory. Sea Swell's not going all that well at the moment, and then I'm a Glow. Cheers for Us in front at the 300 from Devon Duke. Sea Swell under the whip in third placing as Cheers for Us has kicked away. Drew 2 in front. Sea Swell knuckling down to it now under the whip. Warren coming with a very late run. It'll beat them all. Sea Swell gets up to the lead with 100 to go, but Warren's grabbed them in a stride, and Warren has bolted in on the line from Sea Swell. Third placing has gone to Cheers for Us, followed by it coming at the 200. And no sooner could you see it coming in about 11th placing than you knew it was going to get up and win. Hall had him beautifully positioned when they turned for home about 5th. But then suddenly he couldn't make an inch.
Should be great guide to the Foster's Melbourne Cup. At Talac, 185 in favourite. 340 Colour Page, 270 Mr. Lamondi. Big Odds Direct Mail and Enchanteur. Periscope, 250.
Racing. An artist about 5 lengths to At Talac. Periscope's hanging badly, taking Direct Mail off the track. Coming home well, Colour Page, and they're followed then by Mr. Lamondi. In the straight, Roman Artist 2 in front, but At Talac's moving up stylishly to him. They're 3 lengths in front of Colour Page, Mr. Lamondi, and then Periscope is well beaten. It's Roman Artist responding well to the whip at the 300. A length to At Talac, Colour Page and Mr. Lamondi getting up on the fence. At Talac's got Roman Artist now, Drew to the lead. Mr. Lamondi can't go on. At Talac's in front, and the English horse is going to win the McKinnon. He's won it well. Colour Page finishing on nicely, but At Talac's won it a length and a quarter. Colour Page ahead to Roman Artist. Mr. Lamondi 4th, 5th Born to be Queen. Then Joel just now did nothing, a long gap to Periscope. He hung, might have hurt himself. They're a formidable combination. This fellow ran 4th, remember, in an Epsom Derby, and his form has been most consistent. Second placing in the... That is faster was another Colin Hayes horse, that mighty galloper Dulcify. Now Dulcify won the race in 79. Remember, he broke his pelvis in the Melbourne Cup. Brent Thompson rode him, said he was going to bolt in. Well, Colin Hayes trained him, and he trains At Talac. At Talac paid $1.80 for the win and 75 cents for a place.
Yes, McKinnon. The 4th today is the Wakeful, and Diamond Shower is at 460, 370 for Shackle. Big wide betting race here. Larkado 370, big shortener 630.
Light about to go on. There it is, racing at the first attempt. Thanks to True Token. Shapery at the 600, a half a dozen in front of Evandale Star. A half a length to Larkado the outside, and then Inchidoni taken wide as Round the World as they swing into the straight, and then Shackle on the rails, followed by Diamond Shower. Next, Laylam, Flaming Wonder, and Donita Gold, followed by Blazing Fontaine. 400 out. Shapery by 3 to Larkado and Evandale Star. Shackle the rails. Inchidoni running on now, followed then by Round the World and Blazing Fontaine. 200 out. Still the leader, Shapery, and Nick in front of Larkado. Inchidoni closing, and then Diamond Shower getting through. Diamond Shower getting to Larkado. Inchidoni dying on a run. Diamond Shower's taken the lead with 50 metres to go, and Diamond Shower wins it. Diamond Shower a length. Inchidoni's run second. Third's a photo between Blazing Fontaine and Larkado from Shower. Full honours to her, because she's carried the 4.5 kilogram penalty under the special weights with penalties conditions of the event, and she's had the top weight of 57, conceding at least 3 kilos to the entire field, more to other horses, so you can take nothing away. Round the World, I thought, had every chance from what I could see of the running of the event.
For 11 and 1, that was the Wakeful. This is the Victoria Derby. Trout's a hot favourite, 5 to 2 on the tote. That's 175. Tristram 275. Dundas Lane 290. 435 Dandy Andy. 705 for number 9, which is Prince Witten. That's the way it should be said. Raveneur at 890. And
this is it. They're racing. And on the inside, Imprimatur bounced out in front of Auto Air, who got away well with Tristram. Century Prince wider out. Priceless Prince ridden for dear life early, then Dandy Andy. Wider out on the track, Dundas Lane, also Ravenel, Latin Rule and Prince Witan. Oh, there's a line of 7 of them going out of the straight, all wanting to lead. And it's Imprimatur in front with Century Prince, Ravenel wider. Tristram's dropped in fourth with Priceless Prince now. Ravenel a length further back, Government House struggling a little now. Dundas Lane is also struggling. Prince Witan to the outside from Latin Rule, Dandy Andy. Drought pulled out about 6 wide as they come to the corner from Productivity and Sound Horizon. Into the straight, Imprimatur, a length to Century Prince. Tristram getting out, going up to tackle it now. Priceless Prince is under the whip. Ravenel on the outside. Government House coming again. Dundas Lane going for a split, and there followed further back Prince Witan. And with about 300 to go, it's Imprimatur under the whip, the leader. Drought getting clear with Ravenel is coming out after the leader from Tristram, but Imprimatur refusing to give in at the 200. A length and a half to Ravenel and Drought. Ravenel and Drought are getting to it now. It's 3 in line with 50 to go. Ravenel and Drought have drawn level with Imprimatur. Ravenel on the inside puts his head in front. Ravenel's won it. Ravenel's beaten Drought by a nose. Third is Imprimatur. Fourth are Lonely Knights, and they were followed then by Dundas Lane. Tristram failed to stay. Back.
Ravenel, Imprimatur's cleared. Ravenel and Drought trying to wear him down. Imprimatur a length in front. Drought trying to get him with Ravenel. They're going to get him. Ravenel draws level. Drought goes up and joins him. Ravenel and Drought, they'll hit it together. Ravenel. Ronnie Quinton's won the Derby. Ahead to Drought and 2 to Imprimatur. Well, it was a magnificent race. Ravenel at 12.30 for Empire Rose. So the favourite is Indian Raj at $1 and...
In the straight, and Cativo went to the lead. Empire Rose tackling. Sea Legend into the clear. Black Knight behind the leaders. Major Drive given full bores running on. 2.50 to go. Empire Rose in front of Cativo. Then Sea Legend. Major Drive's under the whip. Empire Rose ahead in front. Cativo coming again. And Sea Legend finishing quickly. Empire Rose a neck in front of Sea Legend and Cativo. Sea Legend's going home the better. They hit the line. Photo. Sea Legend a nose to Empire Rose and a half-head Cativo. Then Major Drive fourth. He's out of the cup, followed in by Run. So there's a fair chance he could miss out, but then again, it wouldn't surprise to see him just...
Long, light on racing, where Mean to Me moves up on the outside of Midnight Fever, a length to Glowing Lad. Going fast on the outside is Match My Fire, and also Amboise, who's got a bit of ability but green. Menina behind them, Marwong being wound up. LaSalle further back on the field with Barb and Cheetah. Plush Stars made up a bit of ground. Sir Sydney's under the whip, and then Pure Logic. 300 out, Midnight Fever going all right. Marwong's been hooked out, but I don't think he can win. He's giving them 3 lengths. Amboise second, and then Barb and Cheetah, and Marwong with a late run. But Midnight Fever clear. Marwong very green running on from Barb and Cheetah, but it's Sangster and Hayes and the 2-year-old. Hands and Hills Clark and Midnight Fever 3 lengths to Marwong. 2 lengths away Barb and Cheetah, then behind them Pure Logic made up ground. Amboise very, very green. But Midnight Fever most impressive. Hands and Hills by M. Clark, and has won and won well. See the head on with Fever 235 and 75, Marwong 55, Barb and Cheetah 350. Quinella was 210 and the trifecta on 11.5 and 2.9.
The Derby Day results injected enormous interest into cup discussions. But in the minds of the betting public, the McKinnon win of At Tallack served principally to reinforce the form of Mr. Lamondi, who had beaten the Roberto stallion so decisively at Caulfield. Consequently, Mr. Lamondi firmed from 6s to start favourite at 5 to 1, half the odds of At Tallack, under an avalanche of big bets.
Corner then, Samasan is still well back near the rear, and Kiwi hasn't made any ground. On the corner they race now. Feeder Awar 600 out and Rising Fear. A length to At Tallack poised behind them. They're followed then behind those horses at the head of the others by Mint Master. It was followed then by Mr. Lamondi out wide. At the 400-metre mark now, At Tallack's about to move up and claim these leaders. Rising Fear took the lead from Feeder Awar. At Tallack's grabbed it. Then My Tristram's Bell from Joel, Sea Legend. Mr. Lamondi struggling. At Tallack shot clear. Michael Clark riding for dear life. The American horse a length and a half in front of Rising Fear. Then Sea Legend out wide, Kiwi. He's flashing home. It'll be too late today. And down to the line, At Tallack's won the cup. 3/4 of a length.
Clark's got it, I think. At Tallack's a length and a half in front of Rising Fear. Colin Hayes wins his 2nd cup. At Tallack a half Rising Fear. 3rd Sea Legend. Kiwi a mighty run 4th. Then Empire Rose reckless tradition, Mr. Lamondi. Behind them, My Tristram's Bell with Feehan. Joel was in that group of horses.
Sea Legend third.
4:35 and 160 in Victoria. Rising Fear 6:40. Sea Legend 4:05. And the crowd is $1.05 for Diamond Shower. Could be a day of favourites, I think, Viv. They're going to be hard to beat. Mouton earlier on, and that one's at the end. Shackle 460.
Inside Dunedin's Gold, the leader from Luckadoo. Diamond Shower going for a split over nearer the rails and then round the world. Diamond Shower went to the lead. And the favourites in front at the 400 a length. Dunedin's Gold. Shackle running on. Then Overcast, followed by Larkado and Student Miss at the head of the others in Chadoni. But it's the leader well clear. Diamond Shower is going to win by 5 minutes, I think. Diamond Shower 3 lengths in front of Shackle, Dunedin's Gold. And Diamond Shower blitzed them in the Oaks to win by 3 lengths to Shackle. 5 lengths away third, Dunedin's Gold. Then
Dunedin Gold, 5:30 the Quinella. Trifecta $79.50. Right.
Diamond Shower was bred and is 50% owned by Cliff Vincent.
He'll be better than that with the books.
He's not going to be 10s on, is he?
No, I hope not. 670 Richfield's Lad. 55 cents Campaign King. My only suggestion to you, if you like him, hop on the tram and come down and back him, because you'll get better than that. Light on, all clear, given away they go. For the turn at the 700, wide Julie a length in front of Wild Rampage, New Atlantis. Campaign King looks to be bolting. Harlan's about to hook him out 4 deep. Behind them, Rats Flyer, Richfield's That and Keepers. Into the straight, they've gone wide Julie, Wild Rampage, and here's Campaign King, New Atlantis, and behind them, Rats Flyer. 300 to go, wide Julie led from Wild Rampage. Campaign King quickly moved up, and New Atlantis. Wild Rampage and Campaign King at the 300 from New Atlantis. Harlan, Hands and Hills. Campaign King takes the lead. He's got it won from Wild Rampage and New Atlantis. Pat's only Hands and Hills with Campaign King. He's ahead now and Nick. Now a long Nick in front, and he's going to beat Wild Rampage. Third, New Atlantis from Wide Julie. Then Shankill Lass and Rich. In the Linlithgow today, Campaign King 80 and 55. Wild Rampage 80. New Atlantis 175.
There were 2 backed in the next, and they were Right Aspect and Midnight Fever. Midnight Fever, the second favourite, didn't begin all that well, but by gee, it was a good run.
Racing. Dart Flight fairly away. Midnight Fever jumped in the air, didn't lose much ground, but Right Aspect beat it out quite comfortably near the inside. Faithful Thought is handy. Midnight Fever's back about 7th and hard ridden from Dart Flight and then Squires Bromley. Oh, some of them have gone right off the track. Twisted Logic led. Right Aspect has quickly moved up to it. Midnight Fever into 3rd place from New Pearl and Faithful Thought. With 2:50 to go now. Right Aspect given a touch with the whip, took the lead immediately. From on the inside, Twisted Logic, but Midnight Fever's coming at it quickly. Midnight Fever out after Right Aspect, grabbed it in a few strides, and Midnight Fever's coming right away in the run home. Wins by more than a length to Right Aspect. Twisted Logic third. Casanora a good run fourth.
The winner, Midnight Fever.
This year, the Sandown Guineas rewarded the consistency of one of Sydney's best colts, while at the same time providing us with a sneak preview of a future Group 1 winner.
As they straightened and took the lead on straightening from Command Code. Military Plume is coming at him very comfortably on the outside from Seaswell. I think Cavalry's gone. Military Plume's grabbed him. Seaswell coming at them from King of Brooklyn. And with 2:50 to go, Military Plume and Seaswell have beaten off Cavalry from King of Brooklyn. It's Military Plume ahead in front. Seaswell getting to him. Seaswell draws level as they get near the line. Stride to the post, and Seaswell's won it. Last home with Harley Regal.
Seaswell starting at 10 to 1.
Seashells on the seashore.
Importance in Perth was the Rothwells, a weight-for-age event over 1,800 metres. This year, the Rothwells represented a head-on clash between 2 outstanding Sir Tristram colts. One, Military Plume, you saw in the Sandown Guineas. The other is Fair Sir, owned by...
And Zemindar a length and a quarter. Military Plume is closing rapidly, a length and a half to Fair Sir, going to 3rd. He was followed by St Edwin's Pride, 3 to Rare Flyer, Track Jester, Rocket Racer, Buckshot Bandit into the straight. Zemindar led. Military Plume and Fair Sir, followed by St Edwin's Pride. Fair Sir has raced to the front of the 200 over Military Plume. 3 away to St Edwin's Pride, followed then by Zemindar and Gypsy Frolic. Here's a go. Fair Sir and Military Plume. Fair Sir, Military Plume has got him. Military Plume has come back, taken the lead. lead and has won ahead over Fair Sir.
After the Auckland Cup on New Year's Day is really the people's race. At $250,000, it's the richest race in New Zealand, an Ellerslie racecourse.
A little, but he's got 20 lengths to spare. In second place, Lack of Reason, Brook Bond, then Darius Fun, then followed Solveig, Bounty Hawk, 3 back to 12 gauge, then followed Royal Heights, then the Filbert being well niggled out as they come round the turn. He's got a big break, he can almost lie down and have a rest. He's in front, Kotari Chief, 15 to 20 lengths, Darius Fun, then followed by in third place, Lack of Reason, 12 gauge, Royal Heights, Kotari Chief starting to stagger, he's got 12, 15 lengths clear though, Darius Fun then followed 12 gauge as he goes towards the post, Kotari Chief, he's got 15, 20, they're never going to get him, what a ride, Kotari Chief has got it well, won second place, 12 gauge out wide, Royal Heights, the fight is only for the minors, Kotari Chief wins it, he bolted in 12 gauge.
Kotari Chief is a stayer in more ways than one.
And the Perth Cup have often been close companions in the past, and the 101st running of the race in 1987 was no exception.
From Gypsy Frolic, Puckle Harbour's tacking on behind Rocket Racer. They were followed by Pliancy Alpha went around the outside. Then Hall Paxamides followed by Northern Find. Ambitious Task, Nippy's Dream, Gypsy Frolic is gone. From Patmos, King Matthias, and well back on the corner now, Red Martell and Star Joe, Rocket Racer. At the 350 by 2 over Puckle Harbour. 3 away to Royal Sharif around the Alpha win, followed by Pliancy. Then came on the outside, Hall Paxamides, but 200 to go and Rocket Racer, he's 5 in front from Puckle Harbour, followed by Royal Sharif, Hall Paximage and Alpha win, but it's a one-horse affair. Rocket Racer's 8 in front, he's 10 in front, he's going to win from Puckle Harbour and Royal Sharif.
Rocket Racer may have been memorable for the ease of his win, 2-miler. But the most dramatic aspect of the race was the near collapse of the Laurie Connell-owned 4-year-old immediately after the race.
Bravely backed him up for a return clash with favourite Fair Sir in the Swan Premier and Australasian, a $1 million weight for age race over 1,600 metres at Ascot.
King Phoenix about to start making ground on the 3 wide from Fimiston Military Plume, and well back on the 4 foot, the 500 Imperial Regina with Winter and Dire Quest. I've got 500 to go. Rising Princess joined by Jungle Dawn. A length and a half, Lockley's Tradition, followed by St Edwin's Pride, Fair Sir. King Phoenix going wide from Western Pago, Fimiston and Military Plume, but the filly Jungle Dawn shot to the front end of the straight. A length and a half, Rising Prince from Lockley Tradition, followed by Fair Sir, Fimiston. King Phoenix can't find any more. Jungle Dawn in front from Lockley Tradition, Rising Prince Fimiston, and here comes Fair Sir. Fair Sir's gone to Jungle Dawn. Here comes Military Plume, but Fair Sir's won it. Fair Sir won it, Military Plume.
The Australasian was Fair Sir's 5th win from only 11 starts and took his own.
Followed by Fair Sir, Fimiston. King Phoenix can't find any more. Jungle Dawn in front from Lockley Tradition, Rising Prince Fimiston, and here comes Fair Sir. Fair Sir's gone to Jungle Dawn. Here comes Military Plume, but Fair Sir's won it. Fair Sir won it, Military Plume.
The Australasian was Fair Sir's 5th win from only 11 starts.